We'd like to talk to you about some of your conspiracy theories.
All right, well, have a good day.
He carries a gun and a badge with the power to arrest citizens in his community. Now a new Channel 5 investigation uncovers the cops' bizarre criminal conspiracies. Hello to you and good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm Jennifer Kraus. Investigative reporter Phil Williams first came across Sean Taylor's wild conspiracies while investigating controversial Franklin mayoral candidate Gabrielle Hanson.
Now Taylor has emerged as a player in another local drama, this one playing out north of Nashville. And Phil, you say you've just got to believe, you got to see to believe some of these things that are happening in Millersville.
That's right. I spent hours and hours watching his videos, including one where he expresses support for the completely bogus QAnon conspiracy theory that falsely claimed Democrats had kept child sex slaves locked up in a pizza parlor in Washington. Now the man who influenced Gabrielle Hanson has become Millersville's conspiracy cop.
And it's easy to shift all the blame. I just happened to arrive at a time where everything was starting to crumble.
When Gabrielle Hanson was running for mayor of Franklin last fall, she gave voice to political conspiracy theories so bizarre
if you were deemed mentally unfit, as most of us would be,
that residents were often left wondering where she would get such ideas. Now in a recent podcast interview,
can you explain your recent near-death unprecedented attack and who you believe was all behind that?
Well, I don't just believe, I know who's actually behind it.
Hanson has pointed to a source for some of her claims.
So first, let me bring on who you guys know. Sean, it looks like you're prepared for something, man. What's up here?
This is Gabrielle Hanson's source. We discovered hours and hours of videos where Sean Taylor has appeared on podcasts associated with the widely discredited QAnon conspiracy theories.
As I found out that it wasn't just district attorneys, I found out it wasn't just judges. I found out that it went a whole lot higher than that.
There, he shares his own bizarre speculations.
You got Obama. Can we see that?
Yeah, we're good. It's
okay.
open.
Taylor claims to see connections no one else can see.
These people right here on the top of this list should absolutely 100% be in Gitmo facing charges.
And when he strikes out, like here, looking at property supposedly linked to Bill Gates.
All right, so that's, I'm guessing, some type of a fence casting shadows. Nothing that looks really suspicious.
The lack of anything suspicious is, in his mind, reason to be suspicious.
And when I don't have anything that looks suspicious, that makes me think something's up. Sir, this is about a criminal investigation, and we cannot discuss it.
Now Taylor has landed in Millersville as assistant police chief, promising to root out the corruption he sees there. A self-described gypsy cop, court records showed the conspiracy theorist has bounced from town to town, sometimes keeping a job for just a few months at a time.
And every time that I will go to an agency and start digging, they will always, as soon as I start showing them everything, they shut me down.
Which is why we wanted to ask the Millersville assistant chief about those claims. Yeah, we'd like to talk to you about some of your conspiracy theories.
All right, well, have a good day.
Taylor claims that he's uncovered a vast criminal conspiracy that involves former President George Bush, Bill and Hillary Clinton, former Vice President Al Gore, billionaires George Soros, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett, along with U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn, former Senator Bob Corker, former governors Ray Blanton, Ned McWhorter, and Bill Haslam, potentially involving current Governor Bill Lee, not to mention State Senator Jack Johnson, his wife Judge Deanna Johnson, Tennessee banker Jim Ayers, former TBI Director Larry Wallace, current State Safety Commissioner Jeff Logg, and at least 3 Tennessee district attorneys. On top of that, there's the FBI, the CIA, the TBI, and the Tennessee Valley Authority.
Is the king, he's a ringleader, he's the one who got all of this stuff happening.
Sean Taylor imagines that the elder President Bush enlisted the Clintons into his transnational criminal network, and the Clintons brought in Tennessee's Al Gore.
That was the reason he became vice president.
Because he was trafficking drugs and kids back then? No
because
kidding.
he was involved in it. His family was involved in it. They were steeped in it for generations.
In Sean Taylor's mind, there's also the murder of 20-year-old Holly Bobo in 2011, which he blames without any evidence on Al Gore and banker Jim Ayers.
Yeah, Al Gore, you're a piece of shit, just so you know.
Even Republicans like U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn Taylor claims are also involved in the various plots.
Marsha, I hope you're listening, because I know all of your illegal campaign contributions ran through Fifth Third Bank. We're looking into that too, just so she knows.
Stand by, Marsha.
Yeah, we're coming for you too.
Hey, throw the keys out now!
Taylor is quick to see corruption everywhere he goes, here playing a video of his takedown of some gang members.
I had another city that was within a quarter mile that refused to back me up, because I'll just call it the Greenbrier chief of police there is corrupt as shit.
Without evidence, he accuses Cookeville DA Bryant Dunaway of covering up murders in his district, claiming the DA is lying when he says certain murders are unsolved.
Let me tell you something, District Attorney Bryant Dunaway of Cookeville. You are a lying piece of shit.
And he imagines that his own DA, Ray Whitley, has done favors for drug dealers who he thinks help keep him in office.
I mean, the back several years ago basically framed two gentlemen for a homicide when he knew they didn't do it, but they owed the drug dealers money that he gets money from to be elected.
You want to show them what else you got there hiding?
Again, there is absolutely no evidence to support any of Taylor's bizarre claims, which until now might have been a subject of mild curiosity.
I was still in law enforcement and I wasn't retired. I would be seeking search warrants. I would be seeking arrest warrants and or indictments, and we would be kicking these people's asses.
That was before Taylor got his new job at Millersville. Now with police powers, armed with a gun and badge, Taylor has the power to do just that.
You said in one podcast that if you don't see anything suspicious, you find that to be suspicious. Do you not find that to be crazy talk?
No, I don't, Mr.
And there at the end, the part that we bleeped is where this story took another strange turn. Sean Taylor referred to me by my late wife's last name. She's been dead for years, which suggests that he's now been digging into me and my background. What we don't know is, has he been doing that using government computers or government resources?
Wow.
Ish just has no tact and no manners. I'm sorry that happened to you, Phil. I know you've certainly heard worse. Now, here's the question. If he has all this so-called evidence, why doesn't he just go to the federal authorities to have them investigate?
Well, if you listen to his videos, in his mind, the FBI is corrupt. So is the TBI and all sorts of other agencies. In fact, to hear him tell it sometimes, it's pretty much like everybody is corrupt except for him and his podcaster friends.
Wow, so many questions and so unsettling, especially for you.
And we're going to stay on it.
I know you will, Phil. Thank you.